If you're following along, go ahead and open up customicons.html from your working files directory. In this lesson, we'll be talking about how to add custom icons on the left-hand side of your list items. Now, this is actually also another fairly simple thing to do. For example, for mountain, if I want to go ahead and add an image, all I do is add an image tag. If I save and refresh, you'll notice that the mountain image appears. You can find the mountain image inside of your working files folder. Now, if I inspect this image, you'll notice that it has a size of 80 by 80 pixels. That's because jQuery Mobile will actually scale your image down to 80 pixels in order to create some continuity between these different list items. That means if you have several images on the left-hand side of several different list items, they'll all look very good. Now, additionally, if you want to add an icon instead, you can do the same exact thing, just add an image inside of your anchor tag, and it works. Now, you'll notice something strange about this. jQuery Mobile will scale it so it takes up 80 pixels by 80 pixels, and that looks kind of strange. Instead, what we want to do is we want to tell jQuery Mobile that this image is supposed to be an icon. So what you can do is take this image and you can add a class to it. And you can add the class UI li icon. That'll tell jQuery Mobile that this is supposed to be an icon, not a full-size image. And sure enough, now that icon looks nice and pretty. If I copy this guy and I paste it down below, you'll see that the indentation of these items now matches. The reason jQuery Mobile is called jQuery Mobile is because it's usually used on mobile devices. Now, mobile devices usually have data plans and they're not always connected to Wi-Fi, so you want to be very careful what you do with your customer's data connection. You don't want to saturate their data connection because then, first of all, your page will load slowly. And second of all, their cell provider might get grumpy at them and then they might blame you. So generally, you want to keep these images down to approximately 80 pixels square, if not maybe a bit more. The only exception to this is if you have the image loaded somewhere else in the document already. In that case, it's okay to use a large image. However, again, you don't want to use a ton of large images because one other consequence of using large images is that it makes the DOM kind of feel heavy. Which means if you're scrolling down a list view with thousands of items, and many of them have images, if those images are full-size images, that's going to take a lot of memory, and the small little smartphone that's doing this probably isn't going to be too happy with you. In any case, the markup's pretty simple. That's how you add icons to list views in jQuery Mobile.